friendsies, Denise here from Susart, and today we're going to hit up those contrasting branches. Yeah, and I'll take out what I don't like later, but right now let's just dive into making them more pop out at us, which is my whole goal. I don't know. So thank you for joining along with me. This is Denise from Susart, and let's get going. My mom has vertigo, so I wanted to get this thing as close as I could before having to spin it at all. But I really want to just focus right now, my friendsies, on these limbs. Nothing down here because that's just all blocked in. This is blocked in. This is a work in progress. This is nothing yet. But so the colors we have are the colors I pulled out last night, and I kept them covered on my palette with some of that really cool what is it? Press and seal. Glad's Press and Seal. Love that shit. Love it. And so she keeps my shit from going south overnight, and that's all I need. So, because your oil paint will get a film on it if it's exposed to the air too long. So I'm still dealing with that. I really should have done this beforehand, but who cares? Ah, there we are. Press and seal off. So if I look at my colors, I have definitely cadmium yellow, red ochre. That looks like, I can't remember. I think it's Payne's gray. Yeah, and this is oh, sorry, my bad. So Payne's gray, yellow ochre, red ochre, ultramarine blue, definitely titanium white. This is sap green, and I can't remember what that is, but we'll get into it. It's a pretty brown. I think it's a raw umber, and no, that's burnt umber, and down here is the raw umber. So we're yay! And I'm bringing back the same cup that I had the medium in to this though for today because I like texture. I'm gonna add a little more of the Galcoid, but it's a different one. It's a jelly one. It's a little thicker. It's Gamblin's oh, you see it? There you go. It's a gel, and it gives it dries really quickly, and it also I like the brush strokes, guys. I'm really into the brush strokes. I don't know what it is, but I like them. So I'm going to lap some of that in there, about a tablespoon, I guess, into what I've got going on in that cup. And I'm going to stir that up with my trusty stir. Stir, stir, stir. It's kind of thick and gooey and ooey and yummy, and yeah, so that's our medium today. Look at that. Woo! Wee! It's kind of gotten thickened over the last couple of days. There's some bits in there. I don't know what they are. I don't care. They'll add to the bark, right? Add to the bark. Alright, just be sure when you're working with stuff like this, wipe off your tools, because that shit's like glue. It is literally a glue, if you think about it. Alright, so the brush I would like to use today is my favorite. And this is a dagger striper. It's by Silver. It's a 1/4 inch, and it has a nice long brush. And the rest of my daggers, unfortunately, have very short brush. So we're going to work with this. And I'm going to go into my medium and go right into my dark brown here, which I believe is definitely the raw umber. I'm going to take a little bit of this red and put it into the raw umber, because I really like that. And I'm going to add some sap green to that mix until it becomes darker than what I'm anticipating, right? All right. That's a really nice color. So I'm gonna, because I used my brush, I'm gonna wipe that off and then load my brush on both sides. And I see with my eyes. All right, I'm not listening to music right now, which sucks, but I can see where this is going. Definitely adding more medium right now. And I'm stepping back because I know that this one comes from a part of this branch here, so I just want to make sure everything kind of works out the same way, the best way. Alright, that one just flows into this one, that's okay. So, crazy amount of don't be afraid, because remember, what we do today, we can wipe out tomorrow. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Right? So, if we don't like what we've created today, then tomorrow we just go in and we paint over it. But I think I like this. I'm not sure. Well, I'm just slapping medium in there. I'm going to grab some of this yellow and this this green, sap green, and I'm going to add a touch of Payne's gray and this burnt umber. Gonna kind of mix that stuff up. Nobody's really happy right now. None of my stuff on my palette is happy. I don't know what the deal is. Just overnight, guys. Get over it. It's just been an overnighty. Just an overnighty. And I see where we can definitely take out some of these branches tomorrow. Not today, not today. Today we'll just build on them. Today they are what they are. Which is kind of cool, because I like where they are. I really do. I like where they are. And throw some green in there. So this is basically painting wet on wet. I am using very wet amounts of paint on very wet paint. So wet means my medium turns my paint into something really, really, really smooth and wet. It's not like I'm using flat out, straight out of the tube paint. That would be fat. And that would not work with what I'm doing. So I'm doing the heavy green right now for my darks. And you see, sometimes the paint doesn't want to stay. So that's when you have to roll or scrumble, I guess is the word. We're going to scrumble. So I'm going to scrumble down this way. I'm just rolling my paintbrush. I'm not even asking it to paint. I'm just rolling it down. I guess that's the scrumble term. And I'm going to do the same over here. Just kind of rolling it. Going to wipe off the paint that's on it and go for a fresh layer of wet. Just gonna scrumbly. You can see, like, none of that paint took, right? And that's okay. That's okay. So what is this down here? This thing, I think, lives like right there, and it comes down like this. Wiping my brush always before going back into the paint, and we're gonna, yeah, see? That kind of brought it out. It's okay to have the lesser values in there. That also brings it out. So this video is going to be really short and sweet, my frenzies. I'm going to go into the white, going into that mishmash that I made with the red, the yellow, the blue, the Payne's gray, and the burnt umber. And I'm going to take that one over here. Yep, that's good. I like how they have the illusion of Spanish moss. So we need to think about that going forward, you know, how that Spanish moss is going to work in there. I did want to define more of these guys in here. So I'm going to scrumble with a thick coat of paint on that. And going back into Payne's gray, burnt umber, and the green. I am not using a medium at this point. So it's fat on lean. Kind of define breaking up these guys here. So much fun. Oh my god. I'm gonna get rid of some of that. Yeah, that looks really, really bright, doesn't it? But trust me, we need that to guide us. That's going to be our guide. I'm just trying to use this paint up now, and we'll be done. And then I will just look at this for a week. Definitely a week. Where do I gotta go with this? I think we're gonna get rid of that, so I want to keep this one. Yeah. That'd be keeper. And before we end, I will most certainly cut in through here again with blue skies to kind of define what we have going on. I'm going fat in here. Right. I am adding Payne's Gray to define my dark crotches. Oh, who's got a crotch? Trees have crotches. So I'm kind of just going to go in there with that. Trees have crotches. That they do. And I'm going fat, which is a heavy mix of paint. Which is awesome because I can then utilize, I can go back on that paint tomorrow. This is the older tree. I don't know how the red got on there, but she's there. Let her be. Let her be. Let her be. That's what happens when you go into sap green and you didn't realize you had another color next to it. But it's okay. It's a happy mistake, right? Who cares? I'm gonna leave this tree lighter because she's gonna be like behind eventually. She's just not there yet. Not sure about this one. Not sure about that. But let's go ahead and define the bottom. You know, just in case, because I think she might be important. They're all important, but I don't, you know, it's what I see. I don't know what I'm seeing yet. But I like that. She's good. She can stay for now. So we'll define a couple more dark spaces here so you can kind of get an idea of, and I can get an idea of how this is a tree. I'm scrumbling because my paint won't stick. So that's what you do when your paint won't stick. You scrumble, right? You scrumble around. And just kind of laying it out there, just kind of rolling it around. I'm kind of hoping it stays. It's staying. I like it. Okay. I'm going to go back into this burnt umber and Payne's Gray. And this is straight up no medium. So we're just going to kind of put it out there. And it's harmonious colors, they resonate with the rest of the painting because those are the only colors I've used. So that kind of works really well. So let's go ahead and figure out what's going on over here, because if I was an artist, in the sense of being an artist, this week could have been done in a day, or like a couple hours. Who cares? Yeah, but yes, that's us. So the light is going to be coming this way, so yeah. Oh, that's awesome. She's growing, my friends. She's growing. My friendsies. Let's use a little more green, and we're just gonna come up here. There's so much texture on this canvas that scrubbing it on is just so much fun, because you have the texture from the original painting, which was done with wax. Yeah, wax, which makes that so freaking awesome. Yeah, that's a broken bit up there, so I'm doing my best to there's going to be so much green on this by the time we're done, so I'm just going to add it to this right now while I'm working on it, because that's a broken bit up there, you know, and she's gorgeous. She's beautiful. She may be broke, but she's not done. No, she is not done. Nor is her cup over here. Yeah, she's like, we got this. We got this. I can't wait for the final touches, because that's going to be amazing. But for now, we really have to define where we're at. And we're not there yet. We're just not there yet. So, it just feels weird to post this again with a similar image, but geez zoots, this is where we're at today, guys. I think a little of this shenanigans over here, and that's really doing it. That's so doing it. I'm really proud of this one. Well, not so much the word proud, but happy. Happy, because every day, you know, is a day of doing a different thing, and then looking at it and saying, oh, you know, I don't like that. And changing it, which is the most awesome thing. So I'm going into Payne's Gray and green, sap green, and I'm using a little, kind of mixing it up with some of my medium so it'll dry a little quicker for me. And I kind of just want to separate that guy from the rest of the crowd and figure out how he fits in. There, see? Oh my god. And this has the red on it, but we can definitely use some of the green. Whoop. I'm going to slap in a little bit more dark. Scrumble it in because it's not sticking right now. Alright, that's when you know when it's time to stop. Alright, my friends. Look where we got. Some of these are really, really bright white, so we can just kind of tone them out. I'm gonna just use some of this mix I got down here with the sap green and the dark hues, and just kind of define what that is. If I can get the paint to stick a little bit, it is just enough. Yes. Wiggle it just a little bit. This one here, ay. This is like really taxing my brain. It's taxing my brain. It has to stand out more, so it might go away. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see, my friendsies. Alright, so I'm going to wash my brush, clean up my palette. Hopefully save some of that white that I got on there, but the rest of the colors I'm not happy right now being where they're at, so that's the one thing. That's the one thing, darn it. Let me grab some of this white. Let's go up here and just kind of scrumble that bitch. Scrumble, scrumble, scrumble. So it's kind of picking up a little bit of white and a little bit of sap green and some other colors that are in there. So that's kind of where that's at. I could start bringing some of that bark up to speed, but I just don't feel ready for that yet because I'm not sure where that tree is yet. Ay, Maria. See, the problem I have with this one branch is I don't know where it's coming from. Unless it's coming from here. And if it's coming from here, then that means I need to bring that guy back. I don't know. Okay, well, let's bring him back and see what happens. Because if I don't like it, I can always remove it, right? Right? If I don't like it, I can remove it. Okay, so he's back. That was easy. Oh my god. Crazy. It's crazy. You do it. I love it. I love every moment of this. Every single freaking moment of this is crazy delicious. Every gosh darn moment is crazy delicious. It is crazy delicious. Because I don't know where it's going. And that makes it even more delicious. Oh, look, we're gonna make that branch come right out of there. We're gonna scrumble that bitch right out of that. Look at that. You will be mine, you will be mine, oh mine. And then this guy in the back, he's got to be just a wee bit more brighter, so I'll just like take a little paint away. There you are. Alright, my friends, that's all we're going to do tonight. I love you guys so much. I hope to work on this tomorrow, but who knows? It's a work week for me, so I love you all so much. I appreciate everybody's attention, and I love you, Mommy Ciao Bella!